Imagine an ancient city built on top of the Andes Mountains, surrounded by clouds, hidden for centuries, and completely forgotten by the outside world. It is a place so incredible that many people call it one of the greatest archaeological discoveries in human history. Today, we're uncovering the breathtaking story of the Inca Empire and the legendary lost city of Machu Picchu. And hey, before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing historical mysteries. So, who actually built this magnificent city? I mean, when you look at an architectural masterpiece perched nearly 8,000 feet up in the clouds, the very first thing you wonder is who could have possibly constructed something so massive on such unforgiving terrain?
But the mystery really just deepens from there. Why was it abandoned? Why was such an incredible place, into which so much labor and genius was poured, completely left behind by the people who built it?
And finally, how on earth did it remain hidden for nearly 400 years? Today, we are going to solve this historical puzzle together. We'll look at the clues, examine the architecture, and unpack the theories behind this lost city.
Chapter 1: Rise of the Inca Empire. From a small kingdom to mighty rulers.
To understand the city, we first have to understand the brilliant minds who built it. Around the early 13th century, a small kingdom emerged in the Andes Mountains of present-day Peru, setting up their capital city in Cusco. But they definitely didn't stay small for long. This kingdom gradually expanded, and by the 15th century, the mighty Inca Empire stretched across modern-day Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, Chile, Argentina, and Colombia. We are talking about a civilization ruling millions of people.
And to govern millions of people across some of the most rugged terrain on Earth, you need serious infrastructure. Check out this number right here, 25,000. The Incas built more than 25,000 miles of connecting roads across their empire. And keep in mind, they did all of this without wheeled vehicles.
But roads are really only useful if you can communicate across them, right? Enter the Chasquis. These were highly trained, agile Inca messengers who delivered information across the Andes Mountains with incredible speed. It was basically an ancient, high-speed relay system that allowed them to rapidly communicate across vast mountain distances.
Chapter 2: Masterful Mountain Engineering, Building Without Modern Technology.
This brings us to their construction capabilities, which genuinely still baffle structural engineers today. Look at the stark contrast here between Inca limitations versus Inca achievements. On the one hand, they lacked iron tools, they had no wheeled vehicles, no cement, and obviously no modern machines. But on the flip side, they built earthquake-proof temples, those 25,000 miles of roads, incredibly steep mountain terraces, and highly complex irrigation systems that supplied fresh water throughout their cities. It's just wild.
And this brilliantly illustrates their mastery of stone construction. They had stones cut so perfectly, it is difficult to slide a knife between them. No cement, no mortar, just perfectly shaped stones fitting together like a giant puzzle. That's exactly why these dry stone walls continue to survive powerful earthquakes centuries later. The stones basically just dance during a tremor and settle right back into place.
Chapter 3: The Machu Picchu Mystery, the masterpiece in the clouds.
So around 1450, under the orders of Emperor Pachacuti, they built this masterpiece. Let's look at the main features of Machu Picchu. It is located over 7,900 feet, or 2,430 meters above sea level. It blends naturally right into the surrounding mountains. Researchers believe it likely served as a royal estate or a religious center. The city contains more than 150 stone structures, featuring everything from homes and public plazas to those vital agricultural terraces. To build something of that scale, that high up, absolutely mind-blowing.
The religious and astronomical functions of the city are undeniable too. For instance, take the Intihuatana stone. This is a remarkable Inca structure, believed to have been used for complex astronomical observations and ceremonies. Along with structures like the solar-aligned Temple of the Sun, they were literally tracking the cosmos from the top of the world.
Chapter 4: Why was it abandoned? The Great Disappearance.
This brings us to the biggest unanswered question of this explainer. Why did everyone suddenly leave this masterpiece? Well, historians have a few competing theories for its abandonment. First, it's highly probable that pre-Spanish diseases weakened the empire's population before the conquistadors ever even arrived. Second, there's a major political conflict following the sudden death of Emperor Huayna Capac. And third, a massive civil war divided the empire just before the Spanish conquest. Any combination of these could have caused the city to empty out.
But here is a truly fascinating fact that sets this site apart from other cities. Machu Picchu was never destroyed by Spanish soldiers. They actually never found it. Because it was so remote and the empire was collapsing, the site was just abandoned. Without daily maintenance, it simply slowly disappeared beneath thick vegetation. It was completely forgotten, swallowed up by the jungle.
Chapter 5: Rediscovery and Hidden Secrets. Unveiling the Lost City.
So how did it come back into the light? Well, it's important to note that pre-1911, local farming families already knew of the ruins. It was never truly lost to them. But in 1911, American explorer Hiram Bingham brought international attention to the site. This sparked intense global archaeological study and excavation. And today, of course, it stands as one of the world's most visited and protected archaeological sites.
But even with over a century of modern research, we still have major unanswered questions remaining. For example, why exactly was this highly inaccessible location chosen in the first place? Practically speaking, how are enormous granite stones transported up steep, treacherous mountains without wheels? And thrillingly, are there hidden chambers that have not yet been discovered? Researchers are actively using advanced modern technology like laser scanning and LiDAR to uncover those exact secrets right now.
Ultimately, the Inca Empire firmly stands among humanity's greatest civilizations. They were a society built on deep knowledge, brilliant organization, and sheer determination. Their achievements continue to inspire scientists across the globe today, serving as a profound reminder of what ancient people were capable of creating.
Which brings us back to our central mystery. What do you think? Looking at the clues we've explored today, why do you believe Machu Picchu was abandoned? Was it disease, a secret civil war, or something else entirely? We would love to hear your thoughts, so share your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this explainer, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your fellow history enthusiasts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next historical journey.